what are the qualities required for you to effectively do karma yoga so that the leadership in you flowers out. Who is a leader? जो top position पे है वो automatically leader है. Who is a leader? Do you have any definitions of a leader? You see, a leader is basically a visionary who sees something more than what others see. You understand? He sees something more than what others see, and he is able to inspire the entire team by coordinating their wills together. This is the glory of a leader. He is able to make the whole team think like one man. Ability to coordinate others' wills and converge them towards purposeful action, towards the goal of that organization, towards the goal of that corporate. This is a leader. A leader is not just one who meets with the profit expectations, who raises his company's bottom lines. That is secondary. A leader is mainly an inspiration. And to get the charisma of a leader, there are certain qualities required, which you should develop in order to become a leader. You understand? Performance is number one important, no doubt. But along with that, these qualities which I am going to spell out one by one now, this is even more important for you to shine like a leader, because you know, to be able to make other people follow you, it depends entirely on the charisma of your personality. Personality में अगर ये चीजें हो तो naturally you will be able to command leadership. And if this is lacking, then well, it's a struggle. A leader can face an enormous amount of struggle if these qualities are lacking. So we will just go into these qualities. You see, effective leadership qualities means first thing is right understanding and decision making. This is the very heart of leadership. Right understanding का मतलब है clarity of vision. I told you, a leader sees something more than what others can see, and that comes through a clear mind, है ना? Or by knowing too many things, does it come? You must be updated with all knowledge available, but clarity of thinking should be there most of all. With clear understanding, right understanding, you will be able to take right decisions. So this we will exhaustively study in another session, but here I am just mentioning to you the qualities of effective leadership. And the second most important quality is a strong will to translate decisions into action. Just knowing what is the right thing to do is not enough. You should be able to implement it, execute it. And if you are able to do that, you will see the whole team will follow you. Many times we know what is the right thing to do, but we are not able to do it. है ना? ये common problem है. In your own life, you see, आपको पता है सुबह उठना अच्छी बात है, but उठ पाते हो? Are you able to do it? Many things we keep as goals. We want to achieve them sincerely, but we are not able to do. Why? Willpower lacking? So now we will see what are the qualities required in order to boost our will, in order to bring into our life effective decision making. These are some of the qualities I have outlined here. More of this will be said later on, but here you just notice these qualities. You see, honesty and integrity first of all. A leader is honest to the core. Eisenhower, who was the 34th President of the United States, he once said, integrity is unquestionably the foremost quality of a leader. He is 100% reliable. He believes in the core values of the organization, of the nation. The core belief systems are part of his being. He will not step out an inch from there. So, ऐसी sincerity, honesty, integrity हो तो there is the possibility of you being a great leader. If you play with basic values, if you compromise with basic values, you cannot be a leader. See this for yourself. If you know what your company expects from you, and you take it lightly, you can't be a leader in that company. You must be adamant about it. यही बात है. Honesty and integrity of purpose. This should be something very clear in your lives. And this is the very first quality of leadership. Next is confidence. A leader exudes confidence, just pours forth confidence. Why? What does confidence come from? किससे आता है confidence? Knowledge. Yes, and again your ability to think correctly. You see, if your knowledge is original, your mind is quite clear, you will always be confident. And if you lack confidence, you know nobody is going to follow you. It is the leader alone who instills confidence in others. If your entire team has to become effective and confident, the leader should be, this doesn't mean overconfidence. It means he has so much faith in himself that he is able to throw out that faith on others. Vivekananda gave this definition of a theist and an atheist. You know, he said an atheist today is one who has no faith in himself. इतना faith हमको हमारे ऊपर आना चाहिए. Whether you believe in God or not, it is a different thing. But if you don't believe in yourself, you are an atheist. आप कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. So you must believe in yourself first. Then you believe in God. And if you have to believe in yourself, you must know yourself. You must be able to handle yourself well. You must be able to be clear about everything in your mind. If there are vague concepts and ideas, if you are compromising on values, you cannot be a leader. You can never be confident. You understand? So all this involves a certain amount of self-knowledge. Please see this. Then, a leader who is unsure of himself never inspires anybody. So the very third quality is inspiration through clarity. If you are unsure of what you are saying, what is the purpose of your, what you want your team members to achieve, then you cannot be a leader in any way. So the third is inspiration. The leader should personally have so much of this element in him. He must be so inspired, so confident that he is able to instill that inspiration into others. And remember this, it is the example that you set which will be followed. A leader is an exemplar of the values he holds. You understand? So, you see, your subordinates are always watching you, not just hearing you. They will keep watching you. And if they see how you react to a particular situation, in any kind of a situation, if you are reacting with anger, with hatred, they are not going to admire you. So, आपका behavior, आपके reactions, your general personality matters a lot in leadership. So, इसको build करना है. Through this course, we are going to build you up. Doesn't matter what, you see, even your performance, if a leader falters somewhere also, if he is basically a man of very good character, very high integrity, you know, people will take that in their stride. Do you see this? Not that you will be successful in all enterprises. Somewhere you may falter in your performance. But if you are basically 100% reliable, you will be successful anywhere. So, ये EQ की बात है. Your emotional quotient, spiritual quotient, all this should be very high. And you will be successful anywhere. Next is empathy. देखिए आप, empathy is the another characteristic of a leader. Empathy का मतलब है, आपको पता है, what is empathy? Putting yourself in the shoes of others, feeling what that other person is feeling. Not just standing apart and trying to think, oh, what that person might be feeling. Actually feeling what that other person must be going through. इसको empathy कहते हैं. It is extreme sympathy, putting yourself into the shoes of others. So, unless you are able to put yourself into the shoes of your subordinates, you will not understand their problems. You will not be able to provide encouragement and support. So, empathy leader के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी बात है. Then commitment and passion. What you want to achieve must be your number one commitment and passion. What you want the company to achieve should be the number one commitment, isn't it? If you yourself are not passionate about it, can you inspire a group? So, see this, and when they actually see you getting your hands muddy, actually entering the work scenario and working out things, they will put in their best. So, this commitment, this passion, this ability to get into the work situation 100%, it is required to be a successful leader. So, you actually infuse new energy into them. The next is communication skills he must have. Obviously, you know, words can do unthinkable things. They can motivate a person to manifest great actions. So, you must be exactly able to communicate what you want to achieve, what you want the group to achieve. And through your communication skills, you must be able to inspire them to achieve that. If you are not able to communicate effectively the goals before the team, you will not be an effective leader. So, communication skills are very important. For communication to become effective, further on, your head should be very clear. The goal should be clear to yourself first, isn't it? ये शब्दों का जाल नहीं है communication. Please see this. A good talker is not necessarily a good leader. The idea, the concept of what you are trying to achieve must be very clear in your head first, which means what? You have worked on it. Then you will be an effective communicator, and that communication will help. It creates marvels actually. Every great leader has shown in some form this kind of communication skills. Many great leaders don't even need too much of communication. Do you know that? Just the personality will radiate what they want. Then accountability. Obviously, you must be accountable for your actions. You must be perfectly 100% accountable for whatever the actions of the whole group, the whole team. A leader is one who takes a little more than his share of the blame and a little less than his share of the credit. He is an accountable person, isn't it? अगर जब credit हो तभी then only that I take, and the blame all goes to the group, then you cannot be a leader. Leadership itself means you are prepared to take the blame, even though you are not the person to be blamed. You are prepared to take the blame of the entire team and give the credit to others. And this is connected with the next one also. You see, delegation and empowerment. A leader is not expected to micromanage everything, but he is able to empower others to do it. He is able to delegate work with faith in them, with respect to them, and with the conviction, with the support they require, the resources they require, with the conviction that they will bring out their best. So, delegation you see, in organizational skills, you learn this at the very first point. Delegation and empowerment. Unless you empower people at all levels, you will not have a great organization anywhere. If you shirk at empowering people, you will only have a disorganization. And delegation, which means what? You are not expected to go and micromanage every team member. You are supposed to give them their duties and see that they are given the support, the resource to do it well. This is the job of a leader. So, this is another important thing. Make people take up responsibility, and you will see they do it very well. You get the idea? A leader is able to inspire that sense of responsibility in others. You know, basically क्या होता है in leadership? The leader's will is so well developed and dominant that all wills become subservient and obedient to him. This is what happens basically. Because he has developed himself in such a way, naturally he is able to motivate others towards a particular goal. This naturally happens. So, पहले अपने आप में ये करना है ना. If you want to be a leader, first of all, you must reach that level of motivation, that level of dedication, that level of realization of whatever goal you want to achieve. And then that sharp, developed mind, which is bubbling with this energy of gaining the goal, that will be able to transmit that inspiration to others. So, basically this is what leadership means. Vivekananda used to say, a leader is born, a leader cannot be made. इसका मतलब है ऐसे संस्कार होने चाहिए. All this that we are discussing, basically it has to do with mental faculties. Please see this. ऐसे संस्कार होने चाहिए कि naturally you are able to exude all this very high effective qualities. Then finally is creativity and innovation. Once Steve Jobs was asked this, that what's the difference between a leader and a follower, and he said, you know, the difference is this: a leader is an innovator. Originally he can contribute. A follower cannot contribute originally. Creativity has not developed. A leader is able to, as I told you, see all sides together. He is a visionary in a sense, and that is why try to develop this. This is especially a right-brained ability, which means what? Out of the box thinking. You are able to find solutions in such a way, it's completely original. In whatever you take up, if you have developed this faculty, this is a real gift, I tell you. If you have developed this faculty, you will shine anywhere. So basically, he is a researcher, he is an innovator, he contributes originally to any area. So if all these qualities are put together, you will get a really effective leader.